I'm Jack Knave and I'm a task rabbit.
I'm Charlie Darling and I'm a deplorable plant gay.
And this is
Versatile Views, the podcast where we
aren't sponsored by TaskRabbit, but before the episode ends, we will have mentioned it 495,000 times.
Yes. Just like the film we're going to talk about today.
I wonder if you can already name the film. If you've already seen it, you probably know exactly what we're talking about.
Real fans know.
Only fans know.
No, I just like the idea that there's like real fans of this film out there.
I hope there are. I would love to meet them.
Maybe dial in.
Give us a call on the VV hotline.
This week, we're talking about our favourite Christmas film.
I think it might be my new favourite Christmas film.
It's definitely my favourite of this year.
Oh, so far, yeah.
Single all the way.
Actually, one of the worst puns ever, and it doesn't even indicate
gayness. True. I mean, the whole premise is you can't be single at Christmas.
The thing that horrified me, though, was when the title came up on screen, and I just thought, what friggin' font is that?
Yeah, it was very, like, kind of retro-y. It looked like a horror film.
Yeah, it signed off on that awful font and that awful shade of green.
Yeah, we know green.
We love green.
We know good shades of green.
But it was Grinch green.
It was Grinch green?
It was Grinch green. Surely.
Maybe.
We've got to move on.
Ladies, we're going to move on.
Because we are going to criticise every single frame of that film. And we've just not got enough time. But before we do that, Charlie, I have got to hear your Johnson Bobs of the Week.
Oh my God.
I actually can't stop myself. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Elphaba's back.
Elphaba.
The Wicked Witch of the West Coast. Wow.
No, but I would love to hear him.
You could, just stop screeching for a second.
I'll try.
Right, so much has happened since we last recorded. My top of the week.
Yeah.
As mentioned last week, I recently returned from a trip. So my top of this week is the fact I was reunited with all my friends in London.
Oh, that's really cute.
Including one Jack Knave.
Yeah.
Who I've seen 5 times this week.
Yeah, oh my goodness. And we have enjoyed every single one of them.
True. And we had to cram them in because you're going on holiday next.
Yeah, I don't know what came upon me, but once I found out that Charlie was going away for a month, I thought, you know what will really help us out? Leaving directly after he gets back.
You could have done it while I was away, maybe.
Nope. No.
Shut. Well, anyway, I have seen a lot of my friends this week. We've had some little catch-ups. I missed a lot of stuff.
Oh, interesting. Well, we'll save that for the Patreon.
Indeed. So that was wonderful. Bottom of the week.
Oh.
I left my SIM card in Korea.
Yeah, that was one of my bottoms this week as well.
Yeah, I'm a fool.
Because we couldn't even have a proper catch up until I'd come over and given you my phone to call. The craziest.
Oh my God, that woman
woman
was testing me.
She was testing me. I nearly took the phone off you and said to her, he's lost his friggin' SIM card. What do you not understand? You can't text him if he's not got a SIM card.
Well, that was a week ago, and guess what?
Yes.
I still don't have a SIM card.
I know.
So I've had no data all week, which has left me adrift.
I'm
off the grid.
It really, really set me panicking the other day when I saw that single tick, and I thought, but he's got to know. Time is running out.
We made it work, but it hasn't been my favourite.
No, nor mine.
How about you? Tops and bottoms of this week?
So the bottom of my week truly has to be the fact that I actually haven't had any time to do anything.
No.
I have had the best time. I've been doing lots of stuff, but the thing that I really need to do is pack to go on this holiday. I'm taking my mum on holiday with my toothbrush at this point
and the clothes on your back.
Well, I don't even know because I don't know what clothes are where. I don't know what is washed, what isn't.
Yeah.
My room just looks like My room looks like that someone kidnapped me and made off with just me.
Right, bomb site.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the bottom of my week, is just feeling totally and just unprepared. I can't do it. But the top of my week, I had a really, really lovely time with a pair of friends that I don't get to spend much time with because, you know, we're all adults.
London life is like that, right? Like you just never see your friends.
Yeah. And so I said to them, I was like, let's collaborate here. Just invite me to something that you are already going to, and then I will come. And you don't have to even have a whole night of the week reserved for me. I'm just there. I'll just be there.
Yeah.
And it was genius. And we had a delightful time. Instead of packing, I was waiting for McDonald's at 4 a.m. as I arrived back from the club. But it was good. It was fun. I love them both very dearly. I'm fortunate to have them, and I'm glad I made it happen.
Wow. So schmaltzy and saccharine, which is very fitting for our topic this week.
Wow, I almost set you up there. That was a great segue.
Christmas films. Do you like Christmas films? Like, and specifically like the romantic, like Hallmark holiday films?
I do.
Oh.
I actually do really like them. I think there's definitely a place for them, and that place is in December. No, I know that we're a day early, but planning takes time, and unfortunately we don't have any of it at the moment. Yeah, I do. You don't like Christmas romance films?
It's not that I don't like them. I just expected you not to really care for them.
I mean, well, yes.
but
also no, I guess.
Right. I mean, there's a few I've watched. What's that one with, is it Renee Zellweger? She goes home. Sweet Home? No.
Sweet Home Alabama?
Oh, yeah.
No. That's Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, yeah. I always get them mixed up.
Are you thinking of Bridget Jones?
No, I was thinking of Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, also Renee Zellweger has done Christmas films, right?
Yeah, but I think many a film.
Yeah, that kind of like specific American brand of like really, really over the top, like maudlin.
Blonde and White?
That Christmas film, yeah, where like the will they won't they and they get together. It's been done like 1,000 times.
Yes.
But it's always been straight,
mm-hmm.
heterosexual.
Blonde and white.
Yeah, two white people specifically.
Yeah.
They decided to make a film that was not that.
No, that was that, but not with women and men.
Just men.
And actually, I didn't realize when we were about to watch it, but there is like, I guess representation isn't the best word for it, but there is one person of color in the cast.
The film is set in New Hampshire. In the States.
Where is that?
That's in New England, right? It's like in the northeast.
So is it near New York?
It's like up Boston way.
Oh yeah, that's why it makes sense. There was a line in the film and he said, "You're jet lagged," and I thought, in America?
Yeah, because they went from West Coast to East Coast. Yeah, and that's why there were no black people in New Hampshire. I think that's like the thing. So they had to bring one from LA, which makes sense.
That does make sense.
But it's good to have more representation.
Absolutely. I mean, this is why we decided to cover a film that had people from our community actually leading it.
Yeah.
And seeing how that would inform our opinion of the story, which is a gay romance.
Yes. It is. Of sorts. Do you think this kind of film is like necessary?
Yeah, for me it is.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't want to watch the straight ones. So
True.
Please give me some gay ones that I can just watch instead.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I once watched a horrible Christmas film. It was called something like Operation Santa Claus or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was set in Hawaii when there was this storm and they couldn't deliver Christmas presents to the islands. And it was just so irritating because it was just straight people. And I just thought, I just don't need to see this.
It might have been watchable if it was two gays.
Yeah, probably.
Queers.
For sure it would have been.
It reminded me of a conversation we had in our previous episode about straight actors playing queer roles.
Yeah.
You were asking, why can't we have more LGBT actors doing a bad job?
Yes.
And I feel like this film is that.
I don't quite feel that way.
No, I am joking. I am joking.
I don't know. Are you sure? You were pretty convincing there. That didn't seem like acting to me.
Oh, then maybe I'm better than you thought.
Well, wait, clarify what you mean then.
I'm just kidding around, having a little joke that like, why not allow gay actors or like, actually, we know that Michael Urie is gay, but I don't know if Philemon Chambers is gay.
Oh, that's true. And we refuse to do the research.
I hope he's gay.
Oh, fingers friggin' crossed.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be making my way over to LA to...
That's my Christmas wish.
Philemon.
My goodness, you can't.
I can.
You can't.
I can't?
Okay, you can. But I wish you didn't.
Well, it did. Build a bridge.
Well, anyway, what I'm trying to say is we think that there should be more queer actors playing queer roles and they should be allowed to do it badly. Yes. And I was just making a little joke.
No, it was funny. But also the other point I was making was that we need to have alphabet mafia actors that are also allowed to be mediocre.
Yeah.
They cannot always have the best LGBTQIA plus actors. You can't hold us to that standard all the time. And this film is, I'll say it now, it is mainly mediocre. And I think that's fine.
It is what it is. Like, it's a Christmas film. It's not supposed to be like Oscar bait. It's like...
Could you imagine?
It's just a bit of fun.
Imagine shooting that film and thinking, we're going to mention TaskRabbit 459,000 times and we're going to win the Oscar for Best Picture.
Yeah, about that. Why can't they get a film made about gays without it being sponsored so brazenly by that brand of all brands, really?
I also don't hear TaskRabbit mentioned very much anymore. And I just think, has it died? Like, has it gone?
Because of this film.
Because of this film. Americans, they were like, that specific app associated with gays, I'm not using that anymore.
Not that faggotry.
None of that in my America.
Okay, so let's talk about the cast.
Yes, let's.
We've got Michael Urie being the lead.
Of Ugly Betty fame.
Yeah, that's how I know him.
Yes.
Know him personally.
He's been in quite a few other things, but it's just that is his most known role. And I really, truly loved that TV show. And I loved him in that TV show.
Yeah, he was phenomenal. Yeah, he's actually a good pick. I think he was cast quite well.
I also agree. I think it was nice to see him break away from the character of Mark, who wasn't really celebrated for like being handsome or intelligent. He was more celebrated for being fashionable and gay and good at his job.
Yeah, he still plays a bit of like a beleaguered professional in the fashion social media world, and he's kind of like, over it.
He is over it. That's the thing. He doesn't want to be doing it anymore.
He wants to open a plant shop.
Oh, deplorable.
Then we have Philemon Chambers.
Oh my gosh, what a just stunning,
yeah,
absolutely gorgeous man.
Yeah, I can see why he can easily play the love interest because I am interested in loving him.
Oh, me too. Yeah. But I think that he's probably a much more capable actor than what we got to see, because his character was incredibly one-dimensional. It was quite unfortunate. He just was the nicest, kindest, handsomest person.
Yeah, who's just perfect and shirtless many times.
I think just once, but like.
Oh, no, it was more than once.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You were counting.
Yes.
And then we have Kathy and Najimy
playing the mum.
Mum.
She was great, actually.
I agree. I agree? I don't know. I mean, I love her as an actor, but I felt like her character was not well written. That's probably what it was.
For sure. They were kind of going into that stereotype of like the out of touch mother who is supportive of LGBT people but has no idea about them.
But then was also telling everyone what she knew and had read about in her LGBTQT book.
True. But you had the daughters all rolling their eyes at her.
Oh, that's true.
I know. I thought it was good. And they show some like different sides of her personality.
No, you're right. Actually, you're right. This is why we do have these conversations, because you've got a point. Yeah, Kathy was great. Then we have of Schitt's Creek fame,
Jennifer Robertson,
who
I was instantly on side with because I loved her in Schitt's Creek.
But I don't understand her characterization of that woman. It was like she was on propranolol the entire time.
Very eccentric.
Yeah, skittish, constantly surprised and shocked, but then at the same time really resentful of certain Christmas traditions involving wrapping presents. So in her friggin' pub or bar, who knew what it was because they kept changing what it was called. It's called Lisa's Crisis Cafe. It's not even called a pub or bar.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense to me. There were several things that made no sense to me, but it's fine.
I mean, the supporting cast in general were quite good.
Yeah, I think actually they did a good job of capturing that like chaotic energy of a family Christmas.
Yes, for sure.
There's so many characters, so many different clashing personalities. When the whole cast was all in the house together, it felt like a real Christmas.
Yeah, it was good fun.
So that was good, yeah. And then finally we have Luke McFarlane.
Oh, yes.
Playing, well, not the love interest, but like a sort of possible love interest.
The presumed love interest, if you aren't aware of what movie tropes are.
He's like the distraction.
He really didn't prove much of one for me.
No.
Actually, sorry, he did. I wanted him
gone.
Yeah, bye.
He's very beige. The character was very beige.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure, surely he can give more than that as an actor. I'm sure he can.
I don't know.
I don't know what else he's been in.
Nor do I. I don't know if I'll go looking for it either.
Fair.
But we'll speak about why very shortly.
Oh, and Finally, we have Jennifer Coolidge.
How on earth did we forget?
Apparently the role was written with her in mind.
But I mean, of course, the thing is, if you are, and we actually did do some research and we checked, and the writer of this film is a homosexual man. Yes. Did we check that?
Well, we looked at his picture.
Gay face.
Well, sue us if we're wrong.
Sorry, I can say that because I have gay face. I'm allowed to say a gay face.
Really?
I have gay face.
Is it more the hair?
It's the face, Charlie. It's the way I use my face. But yes, of course you're going to write that character with Jennifer Coolidge in mind. And of course Jennifer Coolidge is going to do it. She's a cool cat. So down to clown. She was in the American Pie movies, for frig's sake. Like, she's going to do it.
Yeah.
If you write a role for Jennifer Coolidge, she will do it. If you can pay her, she'll do it.
But this film is from 4 years ago, right?
Shut the front door.
So it's before like her like resurgence from White Lotus, right?
Yeah, it was before that, but she was probably recording White Lotus concurrently. Because we looked at the production schedule of this film and it was during COVID.
Yeah, so good for her.
Honestly, a triumph. It was kind of weird because she almost didn't engage with the family. Like, she would walk in at certain points and just moan about... We'll get into it.
So now we're going to talk through the main story beats of the film.
Yeah, let's explore it.
So the film starts with Peter,
Yes.
who's Michael Urie's character, in his life in LA.
And he is friggin' over it. He is in his director's chair, not even directing.
Yeah, directing like ads, like ad campaigns, right?
Yes.
He has a boyfriend, or a new boyfriend.
He does. Oh my gosh. I forgot that he had a boyfriend.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
I know, because I was like, well, why is this film called Single All the Way?
Yeah.
He has a boyfriend.
Yeah, what's the issue? Cue the credits. And he's as happy as can be, but his friends are like, oh my gosh, you never have a boyfriend.
And also, hurry up. We're tired of recording this scene. Could you please let us go to this party?
The shoot wraps up. He goes home to change. He's invited his best friend, Nick, to join him at the party.
And they're flatmates. And I was absolutely baffled when all of a sudden this dog ran into the room. And I thought, he said that he's only been with his boyfriend for 3 months. Why does he have door keys?
That's exactly what I thought. Yeah.
And a dog.
Yeah, so weird. His roommate, and they were roommates, has a dog.
So Nick, the roommate, and then
He doesn't want to go to the party.
he doesn't want to go to the party, and Emmett the dog doesn't give a shit. Emmett the sentient dog.
Anyway, they go to the party.
And it is full of every single stereotypical gay bitchy thing that you can think of. And I was a bit like, please don't let this be the entire film.
That's what I wanted to say about this first segment. I hated it.
Yes, editing, bizarre.
Uh-huh.
Literally would cut to people for a second, and it was like, why did you cut to that person?
Because they were probably quite famous.
Oh, maybe.
There were like a lot of cameos at the beginning.
A lot of the dialogue didn't really make sense. A lot of the way people reacted and responded to things didn't make sense. For example, we have a dog hear his name be mentioned, and the dog grabs the book written about him and brings it to the couch.
Oh yeah, to introduce the fact that Nick has written a book. Yeah, but doesn't work otherwise. Oh no, actually, he does work.
Sorry, don't you dare elide over the world's most important job of Nick, the part-time writer.
He works for TaskRabbit.
And my, oh my, are we gonna friggin' know about that?
It was actually insane.
There came a point where it was said, honestly, maybe 4 times in
like one conversation,
but like 20 seconds of that conversation. Yeah. And I like just very gently took my pinky and placed it on you to be like, are you hearing this? Are you sensing what I'm sensing? And the way that you were so tense and I just knew that you were also like, oh, what is this?
Like, it's a very difficult time for me. Please leave me alone.
I'm gonna employ a TaskRabbit to find whoever wrote that film.
Slap him. And we meet the boyfriend, who is this like gorgeous cardiologist dreamboat.
Again, was this first segment really rushed? Because that slow motion walk was done at the worst angle.
Oh yeah.
I saw like 14 chins, and this is a really handsome, slender guy. And I just thought you couldn't have recorded it at a better angle. And you put it in slow motion.
Yeah, it was too much.
Too much chins.
Too much chin. So Peter is going home for Christmas to New Hampshire.
Yes.
So he invites his cardiologist boyfriend to come with him, who is like, yeah, that sounds great.
Like, convinced very quickly. And I have to say, they'd only been together 3 months and 22 days.
Yes. And also, when we learn the truth about him, how the hell would that have happened?
What do you mean?
How on earth could he have approved going to New Hampshire for Christmas when he literally, spoilers, has a family?
Oh, a straight family as well.
Yeah, Nick, through his TaskRabbit, discovers that the boyfriend is married to a woman.
Well, Nick is actually on a roof, and the person that he's doing the TaskRabbiting for says, oh, I'm so glad that you could come over because my last TaskRabbit died falling off of a roof.
That was quite funny.
I was just like, am I in the Twilight Zone though? What is this?
No, but he does say, like, I'm on a roof, so don't talk to me.
Yeah. And then, of course, the husband comes home.
And it's the boyfriend.
And it's the boyfriend.
So he has to tell Peter.
Well, it immediately cuts to Peter screaming down the phone.
Fair.
Yes.
But this causes a dilemma.
Yeah.
A problem.
The dimela. What's a dimela?
Peter has already told his family that he's bringing someone home for Christmas.
Yes,
And-
actually, I was wondering why, because he never said a name and he never quite said that he was definitely bringing a person. He was like, I've just got a surprise.
Yeah. And his family, for whatever reason, is obsessed with him bringing home a partner, being in a relationship.
They are determined.
He is like a gay man in his 40s. And they're like, when will you ever find someone?
That's a successful gay man in his 40s.
Yeah.
And for all intents and purposes, quite a kind one as well.
True, actually. I was expecting him to be bitchy. He wasn't.
Yeah, he
was alright.
wasn't. He was at the beginning, but he was over it.
Yeah, for sure. So he convinces his roommate to come with him for Christmas because Nick is doing nothing else except sitting around thinking about his dead mum.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is maybe the time to explain the fact that this film will remind you and tell you what is happening, what people are thinking, what they're feeling every step of the way. And just in case you forget, it's going to tell you that Nick and Pete are roommates and they've known each other for 8 years. Actually, no, 9. And it was pretty relentless. But it's because I watched a really interesting episode of Good Noticings and they read an article about the rise of all this like Netflix slop. Executives have handed down an order that these films have to be parsable if people are looking at their phones
I've
or
heard
doing
that.
something different.
Yeah.
And they have to be able to just walk into the room and know exactly what's happening at any given moment. So that's why people announce things like when Nick says, yes, I'll come home with you. I need to find Emmett a dog hotel. We get told that Emmett is at the dog hotel every 5 minutes for the rest of the film.
Yeah.
Just in case we forgot, the dog is at the dog hotel.
Yeah.
We didn't.
When Emmett isn't on screen, all the other characters should be asking, where's Emmett? It's a Simpsons reference.
Oh, okay. Is it from what?
When Homer plays Poochie in the Itchy and Scratchy show.
And Poochie.
And he goes and says, when Poochie's not on screen, everyone should be asking, where's Poochie?
Oh, funny. And it's even funnier because it's talking
dog,
about a dog. So just from that perspective, the writing, tough stuff.
Yeah, the dialogue was
Stilted.
many a time. Before we move on to like the next part of the film, I just have to say it is established that Peter is a plant gay.
Oh,
He loves plants.
not only is it established, it is rammed down our throats.
He names his plants.
I forgot. Oh my God, that was horrendous. The first part of the film really was the worst part of the film.
I'm telling you, yeah. And that's the thing for me, because, okay, I knew that the film ends, spoilers, with Nick and Peter getting together. I cannot believe that Nick would be sat on that sofa listening to Peter talk to his plant named Edith
And Linda.
and be like, yes, I love this man. No way. Sorry.
No, I'm not buying it.
No, I'm not. I can like give the benefit of the doubt for like several things, but
I can't believe they're called Edith and Linda. I actually can't believe it. I'm sorry.
if I was dating someone and they were like, oh, this is my plant Linda, and I'm going to talk to her as if she's my therapist, I'd be like, see ya.
No, the way I would kill Linda immediately.
That's even better.
I'd be like, the plant's getting in between me and my man. You've got to go, Linda.
Obsessed.
Little shop of horrors.
So now we're in New Hampshire.
boy, they were just in New Hampshire.
We meet the whole family.
Yeah, and we know they're going to be there for 10 days because there's a handy calendar telling us how many days until Christmas.
Yeah, and I was like willing that to go down faster.
Yeah, me
genuinely.
too. And then the character of Aunt Sandy, Jennifer Coolidge's character, walks in kind of drunk and then puts a number back on.
Yeah, it's like went from 5 to 10. So I bet she like improvised that or something.
I
It's so
bet she
silly.
did. That was funny.
Yes. Before they go, Peter asks Nick if he would pretend to be his boyfriend.
He's just saying things like, everyone already thinks we should be together. They're always asking.
Kind of wild, knowing at that moment Nick is in love with Peter.
Oh, yeah.
So imagine like being asked by someone you're secretly in love with, can you pretend to be my boyfriend? That's messed up.
The thing is, though, the way that Philemon portrayed Nick, it didn't seem like he had that much of a conflict about being in love with Pete and not wanting to act like that. It was much more about, I don't want to lie to your family and I think this is silly.
That's true, actually. That is good.
So it didn't really seem like a conflict for him.
Yes.
But it was pointless. There was no need to do that because...
It all gets thrown away like instantly.
Why?
So the mum, what's her name?
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. Oh my
How could you forget?
How could I forget? Her name's Christmas Carol and she is too much in terms of how much she loves Christmas, but
Yeah.
it's kind of cute. She set Peter up on a blind date with her gym trainer,
Oh, yes.
the only other gay in the village,
James?
James. Everyone in the family is encouraging him to go on his blind date, including Nick,
Yes.
which must have hurt him.
Well, no, Nick seemed pretty relieved.
Yes.
That was the point. That's why the whole plan fell apart. Because
Yeah.
Nick was like, no, you should go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, weird, kind of.
I just thought from a storytelling perspective, all of a sudden, all the stakes disappeared. It was incredibly boring. I really did go, oh, well, what was all of that set up for then?
The stakes come back when he meets James.
Yes.
Because he actually likes him.
Yes.
And he wasn't expecting to.
Mm-hmm.
But until that's like 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And that whole part of the film, I was like, oh my God, hurry up.
Yes. In those 10 minutes, we get told all about how Nick is a TaskRabbit once again.
Literally.
Just honestly. But they let up for a little while.
A man as gorgeous as he being handy.
You wanted to get handy with him, didn't you?
I did.
I saw it in your eyes. So did I.
Yeah.
I saw it in my own eyes too.
Yeah, we were both just like on the sofa. Like. There's one member of the family we need to just briefly talk about.
Who? The dad?
The child.
Oh my gosh. Satan. I don't want to make fun of a child.
No.
But I'm gonna.
Except now.
This child's voice.
I just wanted to know if you were where Emmett is and if you could have saved him.
Okay, emotionally manipulative Antichrist. Emmett is at the dog hotel and you are going to get your trachea fixed.
Bam. Yeah, that was wild.
Punch him in the throat.
Where'd they find him?
Hell.
So he goes on the blind date.
He does whilst Nick is putting up the Christmas lights.
There was one moment we both laughed at this point.
Oh, yes.
There's a really good spit take.
There's actually two fairly decent spit takes. The first one is the better one, though.
Yeah, he managed to get like that entire cocoa on his face.
Yeah, that was really good. It was very funny.
Very well done.
That is what would happen on a date, though. Like,
Not on my dates.
it happens to me on my dates.
I can believe it.
I'm just so awkward.
Are you?
You know I am.
But I've not seen you on a date.
Yeah, but you've seen me in real life.
I have seen you around guys who like. Yeah, true. Awkward.
For everyone.
Yes, true.
Anxiety. And so they're on this date and they're having a nice time. And it seems like that's the way it's going to go.
Yeah, there's potential there because basically James is like fit.
I mean, yes, that is true.
And Peter's like, oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's actually speak about what this man does. He is a fitness instructor, but he's also a ski instructor.
Yeah.
He'd come up to Bridgewater for the ski season last year and was commuting between the two cities and said, you know what, I've had enough. Why are we getting this much detail about this character? Honest to friggin' goodness.
It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't. And then so all of a sudden he says, I decided this year I would get a gym job here so I could ski instruct more.
And he said, I'm here for like the season.
Uh-huh.
One season.
1.
So what's everyone talking about? Like, would you move back to New Hampshire?
Yeah, so that's the other thing. The mother is desperate for her son to move back to New Hampshire. And so is the rest of the family, to be honest.
Which is kind of sweet, but unbelievable that he would consider it.
I mean, this is the craziest, most supportive, loving family I've ever seen in my life.
And I wasn't buying it.
I was not buying it 1 iota.
Although they were very meddlesome, which I can believe.
Oh, yeah.
They do come hand in hand sometimes.
Yeah, it was giving island life to me.
What's that?
Island life, just everyone's in everyone's business.
Oh, right.
Well, I couldn't go to the post office without someone asking me how my grandma was.
Yeah.
And I just thought, but you will see her in 5 minutes. Why are you asking me? You live 2 seconds away from her. You literally know where her house is. You know where everyone on the island's house is.
That's crazy.
I know.
Would you move back there?
The answer is no.
What if you met a hunky ski instructor there?
The answer is still absolutely not. If I met a hunky ski instructor there, I would really have to question why he is living on that island. He's hiding from people, clearly.
Right?
Yeah. And a couple more dates happen, which we'll go into. But I think what's very interesting, and it is a bit contrived, this plot.
Yeah.
Nick spends a lot of time with the family.
And he doesn't mind at all.
In fact, he friggin' loves it.
Which is a bit weird.
It is weird. And the kids obviously love him. So we have 2 nieces and then we have 2 nephews. They are enamored by Nick. I mean, who wouldn't be?
Well, yeah, because he wrote the boys' favourite children's book.
Saving Emmett.
And then he's just really good with the girls.
He is good with the girls. I mean, those girls were also funny. I actually do think they weren't obviously the most talented actresses, but they were clearly so early on in their career. And I actually think they did a great job.
They were us.
They were us.
Like, they were like the audience,
yes,
in a sense. Although they were very meddlesome as well. So speaking of the nieces, they hatch a plan. They decide, well, actually, many characters decide that Nick and Peter should be together.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because the dad as well. But
yeah.
The dad is so brazen about it. And also, why was that actor just shouted his lines the entire time?
But he was giving that kind of like straight man in his 60s who's never left New Hampshire down.
Yeah, apart from the fact that he loves his son, his gay son.
So true. That is tea. He wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
Although actually New Hampshire's quite like...
It is, you're
liberal.
right. Yes, they are. But it was crazy because he walks into the kitchen and he's like, "You're not going anywhere until you give your dad a hug." And then he hugs and he's like, "Right, leave." That's very me. Yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, you can't go until I've given you a hug." And then I'll give you a hug and then I'll say, "Okay, go."
To who?
Anyone that's leaving.
Okay.
That I like.
Right, okay.
If I don't like you, you're not getting a hug.
Didn't know that was happening. But the mum is resistant to the plan because she's been setting up Peter with James.
But why is she resistant to the plan? Oh, because it means that Pete won't come home.
She's built this fantasy in her head that Peter and James will be together.
And also, I think it's kind of alluded to the other characters. I was saying the sister Lisa gets really peed off about this gift wrapping party. She's like, everything stays the same and all these traditions. So I guess the mother, once she set her mind to something, just really pushes upon the rest of the family.
That's kind of relatable.
It really is relatable. The problem is this is just the kindest, most loving mother. So it just reads as weird.
Yeah, it's a bit contradictory. Like,
yes.
She should be a bit more of a bitch
yes.
actually to sell that idea.
No, there is another reason why she pushes back against it. Because she read in her book about LGBTQ children.
Yeah.
By the way, sorry guys, I am not making that joke. That's just what they keep doing in the film. And she's saying that it's not fair to push on to gay men that are friends that they should be in a relationship because we shouldn't be doing that to straight couples either. And she's got a point.
Oh yeah, she's right.
She is absolutely right.
Let me say this.
Yeah? Say it. This is what we're here for.
Yeah. Can I say something?
I would love you to. Do it. My favourite. Get it in my stomach.
In my ears.
Feed it to me.
Oh,
through
please
my
stop.
ears.
I'm freaking out.
Why?
Too much. It's too much.
I'm going to do that to you in the dark.
Terrified.
Turn the lights off.
Okay, well, the point I'm trying to make is in this film, you've got the 2 leads who are best friends of 8 years, give or take.
Absolutely.
There are some parallels.
Oh, especially with the timing.
So we are watching it as best friends of 7 years or whatever. And all these people being like, oh, you guys should be together.
Yeah.
And they're like seriously considering it the whole time. And I cannot relate to that.
No, I actually can't relate to that.
Like, no one has ever suggested that to us.
No one's ever suggested that to you. People have suggested it to me.
But have they like seen us together? Or they just seen like a picture of us having a good time?
You know, Violin, friend of the pod, she has said it several times.
But hasn't she said that about you and like all your friends?
That is
like, no shade to Violin. We love you.
We love her.
But she has.
But she has said it about me and all of my friends.
So my point doesn't. Yeah, I think my point stands.
Your point does still stand.
It's just wild. Basically, if someone said to me, "Have you ever considered you and Jack being together?" I'd be like, "No, that's not the vibe."
Especially considering the way we met. I mean, we'll go into it more on the Patreon at some point, but I do have to say it just wasn't on the cards for either of us, and couldn't have been. And had it been, we would not have this friendship.
Like, none of my friends do I have this like, ooh, maybe one day. Like, all my friends are like platonic.
Yeah,
so
true.
It just, I think maybe this is unusual, maybe in the gay world.
Well, that's a good question. Okay, let us know down below. Please reach out to us, messages on Instagram, messages on TikTok, because I do think this is an interesting conversation, because it does happen to straight people too. This isn't just a gay people thing.
That's true.
The problem with gay people is that a lot of them also do sleep. The problem with gay people.
I love that. It's like a line.
there's a few. But I think especially gay men, because I don't think this is something that affects all queer people, but because gay men do sleep with each other quite often, and that's how they do become friends. That's why it does become messy and confusing and questionable.
Yeah, I don't know, for me that just like didn't fly.
No,
like there's two friends, like, and they're like best friends, and they say they love each other, which is really sweet. Like we say we love each other, but for them to be like, I do kind of want to fuck him. I don't know, it's weird.
Well, it was weird because there's a specific scene where Nick is shirtless.
Oh, yeah.
And Pete checks him out. Now, there's been many times where I've effusively complimented Charlie and I've been like, you look sexy, you look good, you look hot like this. But I haven't been like, get your shirt off. I've never done something like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And he really checked. I mean, I don't know. That was
recoiled
weird to
at
me.
that.
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
I saw you on the couch. I saw it with my own eyes.
It was weird.
It was bizarre.
Like, I understand why you check out the character, like Philemon, because he's fucking gorgeous.
100%. But the established connection was your best friends. Also, they live with each other. You've seen him.
Yeah. I wasn't liking that.
I wasn't enjoying it.
No.
I didn't like that. I hated it. I fucking hated it.
Yeah, so the next part of the film is like the will they, won't they.
And it went on for just a bit too long.
Yes.
And
turns out they will.
It was neatly broken up with the most ham-fisted, insane
subplot, yeah,
of a Christmas pageant.
Every time it like came back, I was like, "Oh, we're really doing this.
We're
really going for it."
And the thing is, what the frick is a pageant? It was the nativity.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's not a pageant.
And we will have to watch the entire thing.
Actually, we actually watched the entire thing.
Yeah. A nativity pageant directed by Jennifer Coolidge. And then a whole song sung at the end by a cast of children within a gay Christmas film.
Yeah. Gay men do not want to hear those children sing.
Thank you. Thank you for saying it.
And I, as a gay man, was frankly offended that I had to sit through that.
I almost threw up.
I took it personally.
And I took that personally.
But honestly, shut up, children. Stop singing the awful song. But there, it was a terrible,
awful song.
It was an awful song. But albeit it was a terrible plotline that really was like shoehorned into every random scene that it could be, it was actually the most comedic part of the film for me. You know, the characters around it.
Yeah. I mean, it got Jennifer Coolidge to say a lot of crazy lines.
Oh my gosh.
She had a whole arc, actually.
And she turned to the children and she was like, I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm going to have to talk about punishment. It was bizarrely hilarious.
Yeah.
But wait, can I say my favourite part of the whole film?
Right. Yeah.
So the two nieces are starring in this pageant and they are facing away from us. And of course, their mother and their grandmother are like, you cannot possibly think.
Hold on.
What?
We need a bit more context.
What?
So the nieces are about 15 years old.
Yeah, 14, 15.
Yeah, but they're very like on their phone, Gen Z kind of vibes. No,
Yeah.
not Gen Alpha, I guess.
Yeah,
They're kids.
yeah.
But yeah, on their phones constantly. And they're cast as Mary and the Donkey. But in this scene that Jack's talking about, we're in the kitchen of the house. They've got ready for the show before they go. Then
And they're like, you can't possibly think that we're going to let you leave the house looking like that. And they're like, yeah, but Uncle Pete says we look great. And then Pete walks in and says, I didn't say that. And the girls turn around and friggin' hell. I just was like, I can't. These are real teenagers and you dress them up like that. It was unhinged.
Yeah, so the niece dressed as Mary is painted like a whore.
She's Mary Magdalene rather than Mary the Virgin.
Yeah, wearing like a crop top and like panties.
And then we have a sexy donkey. Very Mean Girls Halloween.
Yeah, it was cute. That was funny. So we have the pageant. This is where Nick and Peter are getting a bit more coupley. By this point, Nick has admitted to the girls that he is in love with Peter.
Yes.
Which for me came out of nowhere.
Well, I have to agree. Well, they forced him to. They pulled the ladder away from him. I'm not trying to discredit the performance of Philemon. It just, in the script, seemed like a very bizarre way for us to actually find out.
I was a bit like, oh, he's about to lie to get the ladder back.
Yes.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
Yes, because I would.
Yeah, I'd be like, fine, girls, you got me. I love him. Give me the ladder now.
And then I'd get dying and I'd go, and by the way,
I don't.
I hate him.
Yeah.
And I hate you too.
Yeah, I hate his nieces. I hate his family. They're fucking annoying.
I'm leaving.
Yes. But no, in fact, he's like, I'm in love with him.
And then that's it. Like, that we need to believe that.
But the whole thing is, Nick is so perfect and gorgeous and handsome and like patient and like literally ideal in every single way. Peter is a bit more flawed. He's not like terrible, but he's all right. I just couldn't believe that Nick would be in love with him. I just didn't really believe it. Like, I didn't really see any traits until a certain dance.
Yes.
That would make a character love Peter.
Yes.
Remember, he was talking to his plants. Not good.
Linda.
Like, maybe show him being like kind to Emmett, the dog. In another,
that's so true.
Something like that. I mean, there's a few hints at the beginning, like, oh, you know me so well.
With the suit for the party.
Yeah. That was like a slight nod to it.
And then, of course, they both have gotten each other cocktails at the party as well.
True.
So they neck a cocktail each.
But apart from that, I'm like, love? Really? Really?
And also, we should mention that Nick is trying to write a sequel to his Saving Emmett.
To his children's book.
And the children are sort of inspiring him with some of their leading questions. But anyway, after the roof incident, goodness, he's always on a roof, isn't he? He's literally always on a roof for TaskRabbit.
Yeah. Is that all TaskRabbit does?
I know. We need to have some conversations about risk assessments and mitigation. Safety first.
Not wearing a helmet, was he?
He was not. Or a harness.
Or anything.
Oh,
We're getting distracted, guys.
We are getting distracted.
It's just a film. It's not real.
It's not real. And so
Gay
then...
people aren't real.
They are now. And then we get the nieces also, again, manage to corner their uncle and start questioning him about how he feels about Nick. And he says a really weird thing, which is, I think I've always sort of loved him.
Sort of.
And I was like, well, what?
That's news to us.
That's news to you. You have just...
Yeah. He said it and it didn't ring true.
Then he says, Santa save me or something like that. And we get quite a cute but ultimately cringy dance to a Britney Spears Christmas song. And that's when we see them make googly eyes at each other.
Because the niece then says to Nick, it's mutual.
Because everything's got to be said.
Yeah, true. Well, in that case, you would want to know. Like,
no, of course, but the whole entire film was tell, don't show.
100%. They should have showed us more of Philemon shirtless.
Oh, please. So back to the pageant. James shows up. Yes.
Ski instructor.
And actually, it's been established over all these dates that the ski instructor, James, is kind of cottoning on to the fact that Pete doesn't shut up about Nick.
Which is so annoying.
Which is actually, would be really annoying.
I would be fuming.
Because I've been on dates and I've been on dates. And I definitely don't.
You do.
I do. But I don't bring you up at every opportunity I possibly can.
Right.
I mean, of course, this is a film, the dates are truncated, but he really was only speaking about Nick the entire date.
Yeah.
So he clocks them. He sees them canoodling.
Right? Then they're in the kitchen after the show.
What kitchen? Where are they?
Oh, it's like a village hall or something, no?
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I interpreted that room. And Nick is like, I've got something to tell you. I love you.
We both actually gagged.
Crazy. No. I'm in love with you. Okay, hold on. So you've admitted to yourself and his nieces that you love him.
Yeah.
You want to be with him.
Yes.
So how are you going to make that happen? Oh, you're going to tell him that you're in love with him with no preamble.
Yeah, I just don't understand the writing here.
That scene was nuts.
I just don't think that's how humans work.
Yeah.
But maybe it's how American humans work. They are different to British humans in terms of the way that they say things.
How would we say it? What a British way of doing it.
Well, you know how I said it to someone.
Tell me.
I was like, I fancy you.
Oh, I fancy a bit of you.
No, because
You're a bit of me, you are.
No, because he was concerned because he was talking about his boyfriend and someone said to me, what are we talking about? And I said, his boyfriend. And they sort of giggled because they knew that I fancied him. And then he pulled me outside and was like, why are you laughing about my boyfriend? And I was like, no, I promise we're not laughing about your boyfriend. And then he was like,
I'm imagining you like tears streaming down your face.
I know. I was like, I promise. And he was like, why is everyone acting like this whenever I mention my boyfriend in front of you? And I was like, because I fancy it. Oh, it was mortifying. It was because he was like, he was not letting me leave the smokers.
Dumbstruck.
Yeah, until he wasn't dumbstruck.
Oh.
His response was, well, obviously.
Ouch.
Yeah, well, it was pretty obvious. So it still is.
You ain't my mother.
Yes, I am.
So anyway, that scene was nuts.
Well, especially because of the way that he was like, I love you. And then Pete says, oh, I love you too. And he's like, no, I'm in love with you. And Pete's like, I don't want to lose you as a friend. I don't want to lose you as a friend. And it's just like, right.
Then James walks in.
So awkward.
That was awkward.
And he's like, let's go for a drink.
All three of us.
All three of us.
Right.
Sorry, also, when was this pageant happening? Because I thought it was happening at night, but no, it was not. It was daylight.
Was it?
Well, yeah, we're going to get into why it was daylight.
Oh.
So they go to the bar
Okay. And have a drink?
and they have a drink.
Oh, of course. Yes, because Nick is like, I'll catch up to you. I'm just going to go for 5 minutes
Yep.
to call the dog hotel where my dog is staying.
Oh my goodness. I need to talk to Emmett. Your dog.
I need to confide in my dog about what just happened. I told him I love you finally, and he's going to have some opinions about that. He's gonna be like, my roommate's getting together. It's not going to work. And then he drives. No, he packs his bags.
He packs his bags.
In the daylight.
In the daylight. And like the brightest day of light.
But then, instead of driving to the airport,
Guys, you thought TaskRabbit was done with this? You were wrong, baby.
he comes to save the day.
It comes to save the friggin' day.
How destitute is this guy that he has to take every TaskRabbit job?
But he's not destitute, remember. He's
Yeah.
saving his money from his children's book for a rainy day.
What?
We forgot
That's
to
a red
mention,
flag.
I know, and we really forgot to mention, but actually throughout the film, again, it's told to us 85,000 friggin' times. I guess that's why we forgot to mention it. We assume that the viewer listening to this knows. The viewer listening.
The one viewer.
We assume that the people listening, that you guys listening to us, already know all the information because it's already been rammed down our throats this entire film.
Mm-hmm.
Pete doesn't want to be a social media manager anymore. Oh no. He wants to be a plant shop owner.
It's a horrible idea.
Disgusting.
What, he's earning like 150k in LA doing social media?
Probably more.
Yeah, looking at like shirtless men. I'll take the job, thanks.
Well, this is why we say plant gays are deplorable. They must be mentally unwell.
It's so funny because like when we talk about plant gays, I've got like one in my mind specifically.
Shut the front door, you do?
Yeah.
Who? Oh! Oh my God, yes!
Right?
Yes, you're right! Oh my gosh! The plant gay freaking hell.
And I took that personally.
I used to walk by him all the time when I was on my way to work because he worked around the corner from where I lived.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Yeah, of course you would take that personally. So do drags. So TaskRabbit.
So Nick is called to do one last TaskRabbit task in New Hampshire before he takes his flight.
Because he's got a couple of hours to spare.
So he goes to help out a guy with some painting in a empty shop on the high street.
And of course, the guy says, he's English, I think. He's got an English accent.
Oh, really?
And he's like, I actually thought I was going to close up shop and now it's available to rent because I've just had enough of owning a store.
No, he's retiring.
Oh, I am retiring. Well, whatever.
It doesn't matter.
The message was,
The shop's available.
the shop's available. And I turned to you and I went, he's going to buy the shop for Pete.
And he did.
And he did.
Without consulting him.
Without any consultation whatsoever. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Right, so Peter has gone to the bar with James.
Yes.
And they're waiting for Nick at a table for 2 people.
Omens.
And they're having a little chat. And James says it. He calls him out. He's like, we're not a match.
Well, no, that's not what happens. Pete says something like, what is it he says? He's like,
Well, he like jokingly encourages James to move to LA
yes.
because there's some social media stuff that happened that we didn't talk about, but it doesn't matter.
And then he says something like, I want to move back here.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I want Nick to come back here too. And so James is like, you needed to say that to yourself out loud, didn't you? I mean, it was, again, just the writing just all of a sudden started to feel flat. I think whenever any vulnerability is demanded from the characters, they just are not given strong enough writing to convey it.
I feel like these revelations that the characters have about like, oh, actually, I do want to move back here. They learn it the same moment we learn it.
Yeah, and that is true sometimes because you and I have had conversations where we've had epiphanies in that moment as we're explaining stuff to each other. Not every single realization that we have over a 10-day period. Are you joking?
Yeah, true.
And not every single person in our lives also having the exact same thing.
Yeah, it was just, I didn't really buy it.
Well, it's not real, so.
What?
It's a movie, sweetie. It's not real. You should know that.
I thought it was a documentary.
On plant gaze.
So then Peter, why does Peter then rush to find Nick? I don't know. He just decides to rush to find him.
I think he's decided, he's like, I need you to move in with me. Oh, he won't answer. He won't text him. It's so funny because the time that it takes him to get from the bar to his home to find a letter from Nick saying I'm leaving, to then driving into the village to see the rental car that they have, and he goes, is that a rental? And then we watch him park for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And then he runs into the shop. It's apparently only 8 minutes.
So he has this whole freak out.
In 8 minutes.
I'm glad they didn't do like the cliche airport scene.
Well, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, true, actually. That was actually quite clever.
9/11 got rid of that.
So anyway, he runs to the shop and Nick is painting because he's got a few hours to kill before whatever.
That was a crazy line.
Yeah.
He was like, I had some time to kill.
So I thought I'd just paint a shop.
Why?
Oh, and rent it for you.
Without your knowledge.
Yeah, because that's the kind of guy I am. I'm like so perfect. I'm going to spend all my savings renting a shop for you. What was the line he said? Oh, I'm saving it for something important. You're something important.
Yes.
And we both retched.
And then he was like, but you were saving it for a rainy day. And then he goes, yeah, well, it's snowing. Another wretch.
And then they kiss.
And how did they kiss?
Oh. Right.
We had a bit of an argument and we're going to carry it.
Yeah, we had to stop it. We were like, not until the camera's rolling. Not until we've got these microphones.
So go on, tell them what you didn't like about the kiss. Oh,
God. Crash bang wallop. I have a little bugbear about films and television shows where they depict 2 people kissing who have maybe been wanting to kiss each other for a long time. And to show this passion between them, their characters will grab each other's heads or faces and like smush into their own face. I don't think people kiss like that for the first time.
Maybe.
I think you'd be more tentative.
Okay, sorry. I didn't realize it was your specific gripe was for the first time. That's important information to caveat with.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
No, yeah, it's specifically that first kiss. It's like, okay, you've admitted your feelings for someone and you want to kiss them and you think they want to kiss you. There's been a whole will they, won't they for a long time. You didn't know how they felt for a long time. You still haven't had like a full conversation about it. You're not going to grab them and like go, bam. You're going to be like, I'm going to meet you halfway. You're going to meet me halfway. And we're going to have a tentative, gentle kiss, which maybe then gets a bit like, okay, now we're getting hot and heavy. But it's such a thing that happens. I think it happened in Red, White and Royal Blue as well.
Yeah.
And I'm over it.
Yeah, in fact, it was a very specific gripe that you also had with Red, White and Royal Blue.
I've seen it in many, many shows. I will do that when it's like you feel like really intensely passionate.
I get that. My theory was that when you are like trying to kiss someone for the first time, you do need to guide them to your face.
I would maybe like hand around the neck and like cradle it gently.
Oh my gosh, okay.
like this.
Oh my
And
god.
then you guide them in.
Oh my
That's quite
God.
nice.
You are gonna get so many people hot and bothered if they're watching this.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be fine.
Oh
my gosh, sorry.
Okay, so we don't need to have an argument because we're both in agreement. I do think that it's crazy to kiss someone like that for the first time. However, I think if you're passionately, intensely going for that first kiss, you cannot just like thrust your head forward. You need to grab theirs in order to like guide both of you to each other's lips.
I would hold their waist or like this.
Oh my god.
No, but I wouldn't be like, literally, it's like hands on each side of the head, covering your ears. Bam. That's not how it's done.
Bam! Okay,
So
well,
anyway, it's the hill I'm going to die on.
It took about 10 more minutes for the film to end after that, and it really was exhausting. Like, I was fading fast.
Yeah.
But it wraps up nicely. Everyone gets a happy ending.
True.
Nick and Pete decide to move to New Hampshire, and on Christmas Day, which is, by the way, 1 day later...
Yeah.
They announce that to the family that they're all moving back. And then Nick presents his soon-to-be nephews-in-law with the sequel to Saving Emmett.
Saving Emmett.
Saving Emmett.
Saving Private Emmett.
No, and I can't remember what the sequel is, but at the end of the sequel, which that
Demon child.
born of Satan reads, he's like,
And then Pete and Nick and Emmett moved back to New Hampshire.
and then Pete, Nick, and Emmett. Well, no, Emmett's not there. But
Then Emmett says.
and then Pete and Nick stand up and are like, and we're moving back to New Hampshire. And then he kisses and the whole family claps.
We didn't clap. It's insane to me. Like, Nick has lived in LA for 8 years and is like, yes, I will give it all up because I've got no job. I've got loads of savings.
I've got a plant shop.
I don't know, man. And I've got a dog who hates flying. So, like, how are we getting him over here?
Well, my question to you is, did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Mildly.
Okay.
It's not my favorite Christmas film. I may never watch it ever again.
That's so funny you say that. I had a blast. I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. I mean, I find a lot of it really irritating, but there were just certain things. I actually think I might watch it even again before this year closes.
Well, okay. Fair. Like, it was cute. It was done well. Like, it looked great. I liked the actors, the characters, and I had a lot of fun watching it with you.
Yeah, actually, it was fun watching it with you, even though we couldn't really say much as
We weren't allowed to talk. So, that's what I mean. I liked it. Not love. Like.
Okay.
And I would recommend it.
Okay.
To other gays.
Yeah, I would too.
Hmm.
I would recommend it to other gays. I don't know if I would quite recommend it to the LGBTQIA plus community as a whole, but if you're gay men, you're probably gonna see something in it that you enjoy, even if it's just Jennifer Coolidge.
Or Philemon Chambers, shirtless.
Oh my gosh. Or Michael Urie. I think Michael Urie was really charming in this. I think he still deploys some of the tactics he used as Mark in Ugly Betty, which sort of pulled me out of his performance a little bit sometimes, but I find him very charming in it.
Yeah, he was cute. It's unsurprising, really, that like the first queer representation we get in a holiday movie is very like squeaky clean, West Coast, affluent gay man. It's not like the messy...
Well, that's not really queer representation. It's very specifically gay representation.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not getting like kind of like the queerness, the messiness, the kind of not fitting into expectations, that kind of thing. There's nothing like that. There's nothing subverting expectations, and there's no conflict about the sexuality.
No, there's none. There isn't an iota.
Which actually I'm very glad for because I'm sick of that.
Same.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd recommend it to queer people in general. But to the heteronormative gays from LA.
Or anywhere.
Go on in. Give it a watch.
I had fun, in spite of myself. Because you know how usually I am. I would be rolling my eyes all over the place. Actually, you know what we should watch? The Family Stone.
Yes.
That has a gay son in it, a gay deaf son. Oh. It's actually a pretty beautiful moment in the film. Maybe next year.
Yeah. We've done a couple of film reviews in a row now.
Yeah. We promise we're not going to be a film review podcast. It's just what we thought would be the most easiest to share with you guys to get to know us and to talk about interesting things, considering we are quickly coming to the end of our first season.
We've got a couple of episodes left.
Shall we announce what we're doing after this one?
Yeah.
Go on, tell him.
We're going to do a review of a book this time.
Mm-hmm.
Autobiography or biography?
It's an autobiography. I looked it up earlier.
An autobiography.
I did some research.
Of Tom Daley.
A London gay man.
Gay
man. Who is also a famous diver, an Olympic diver, a medal-winning diver.
Indeed, yes.
We don't know what medals yet. We're going to find out.
He won a gold.
Did he win a gold?
Mm.
Oh, good for him.
In the...
Synchronized?
Yeah.
Well, hope you're looking forward to that. Although, if you do have any memoirs you think we should cover next year, please give us a shout, because we are scratching our head, really, trying to think about who to cover.
Mm.
So we'd love to know who you suggest.
Let's draw this to a close.
What did you think of those views?
What did you make of those takes?
Let us know down below.
New episodes of Versatile Views drop every Wednesday, and you can watch them on Fridays on YouTube.
But until then, have a good one.
But just one.
Bye, Zemanelli.